And just to go back to the whole North Carolina thing, for the people who don't know, didn't quite a few of y'all like low-key kind of grow up together? Because I remember like talking to Ryan, it's like he knew Dirty for like years.
Yeah.
He knew you for
I've known
years,
Dirty
too.
the longest. Me and Dirty have the longest relationship probably out of anyone in Deathproof. I've known Dirty for about 12 years now. Probably
What?
If not 12, I've known him since I was like 10 or 11 years old, and I'm 22, about to turn 23.
So y'all grew up together pretty much.
Yeah, we used to skate the same place called Albemarle. We all had the same friends, and Dirty started just coming over to my house. We were just kids skating. We worked at this place called Saturday Warehouse. We used to go there all the time. It was right down the street from my house. We grew up skating together, drawing together, going doing art. I started making music with Dirty. He was the first person I ever made music with, and we're still best friends to this day. Still live in the same house, and I've known Ryan for all the way back too. Not quite as long, but like I met Ryan when I was 15, skating out in Charlotte. He was friends with my boy Tommy.
Was Ryan the exact same way as he is?
No, he had no dreads, no tattoos. He
No,
looked
I'm
like
talking about personality-wise, because I've got.
Yeah, he's always been a stupid idiot. He's always been
I
a
love
fucking
that dude.
retard.
Fuck.
No, not that word. An imbecile, a delinquent. I'm trying to think of a more elegant word.
So funny.
Yeah. But yeah, he's always been stupid.
Yeah.
But I didn't see him for a long time. Our lives just kind of separated, and we were on tour in Portland in 2020, and he pulled up to my Portland show, and I saw him, and he had dreads and tattoos all over his body and shit, and I got to see him for a little bit, but like a year went by, and I hit him up, and I came down to San Diego and visited him, and he started coming up to LA more often, and then he kind of just stepped into the role of like doing things for Deathproof, booking shows, and now he's like my full-on manager,
Yeah, he's managing a few of you now.
Yeah, like Brian has really stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, dude. No,
He's still a fucking idiot, but now he's a real he's earned his stripes. I respect Ryan a lot. I owe him that.
Yeah. And how surreal is it for you to like know Ryan and Dirty for all these years, and some of these other guys for all these years, and then here you are in like LA, like doing shows. Like, is this shit like? Do you ever take a moment and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Like, this is crazy.
Every single morning I wake up and I'm like, where the fuck am I? And how the hell did I get here? Some days even still.
Is that because you're fucked up and hungover from the night before? Or is that because
sometimes it's just surreal, and then other times like I doubt myself a lot as an artist. Like I know I'm super fun and like loud and outgoing and shit, but I definitely I struggle like putting myself out there and continuing, because it's not the easiest business. The music business isn't easy, you know, and especially being an independent artist now. I'm no longer signed, so it's like I'm like my own backbone now, and I'm trying to just get myself through this and get back to where I was. Well, actually, I don't feel like I backtracked at all when the band broke up, but I do definitely feel like this is a harder journey. And sometimes I wake up, I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? Other days I wake up, I'm like, I'm super happy to be doing this.
Yes.
But the reward that I get is way, way better than money or anything, like.
Yeah. That's
just
what being an
knowing
artist
that
is
people
about.
love my music and I can help people through shit, and like getting to meet them and see them, and they're not just Instagram profiles. That's probably the best part,
Hell yeah. Kind of going off that, like, you've worked with a number of big artists over the years, especially in kind of like the underground. If there was one artist you could pick, it doesn't have to be a big one, doesn't have to be a small one, just one artist that you're like, you can only choose one artist to work with musically from here on out, who would it be? Because just
one artist that I can only make music with for the rest of my life.
You've had tracks produced by Wendigo, songs with a little Darky, just songs with a bunch of people in Deathproof. You just had a song with Oddly Shrugs and Axel come out. Mm-hmm. That's doing numbers. And so, like, out of everyone we worked with, Miyagi, Dirty, everybody, like, if you could just pick one, who would it be? Like, who do you vibe with purely on a musical level?
Fuck. All right. I have favorites, and I've told these people they're my favorites, and now like a couple of them are gonna know who the real favorite is.
You can know a couple.
No, I'm gonna name my favorite. All right. If I can make music with anyone that I've made music with for the rest, like only this person, someone who I've made music with over the years, who like I've never made a bad song with, I'm gonna say Apollo is lame.
Apollo's lame is fire.
That's just, he's also been my friend for a long time, and I haven't seen him in a while. I still visit him when I go back home to North Carolina. Still talk. I just got off the phone with him like a couple days ago when I was stuck in Texas. And he's back making music like a fuck ton again, and I gotta get one in, because like I got literally hundreds of songs with that fool. And then if I had to say another one, probably Miyagi. Miyagi will work with me. He will hop on any beat I make for him, any verse any verse I put down.
Rapper,
he really will. There's no song or beat that Miyagi won't get on, and I respect that about him a lot.
Earthquakes in LA is a classic.
Yeah. I definitely love that song a lot.
Classic.
Yeah, me and him got a lot of classics. You know, we got
and
tapes
produced
on
by
tapes.
Apollo's Lame. He was involved in that track too.
Yeah, he played the drums. I played the guitar. Obby played the bass. That record was very like, a lot of us had a say in it, and I think we were all on acid that night, and we had like the red lights out in the garage, and this is when I first met Grim. Grim pulled up, and he was there watching us record that song. And it was back in 2020. That was actually a moment. Yeah. I'm glad you said that one. That one was one of my favorite studio sessions ever.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude, I feel like you're probably one of the most versatile artists, like, not just in Deathproof, but I've, like, interviewed or heard of. Just, like, the amount of... we were talking about outside, but, like, the amount of times I'm listening to your SoundCloud, and I'm, like... listening to like a hard rock track and I'm vibing out, and then the next one's like a drum and bass like beat or like an electronic beat. I'm like, I try
to just like, you know, I won't, how do I say this the right way? I used to put out albums with like all different types of genres of songs in just one project. Now I'm like kind of focused more on like making one project of like emo music, then one drum and bass project, one house project, one boom bap, one heavy metal project. I mean, that's my next project. Archangels on High drops August 12th on my birthday. Full heavy metal project. I've never done that before. I had to put that out there. I haven't really had a chance to.
No.
But yeah, what was I about to say? I just try to make whatever's on my mind. I try to not box myself in, try to not categorize myself as an artist, and like I've always done that, and I think I'm ever going to stop.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not really doing this to fit into any category or like get a certain artist to hear me. I just kind of just want to make whatever I want to make and work with whoever I want, you know?
What, does emotion kind of dictate some of what you decide to make?
Absolutely. And every single emotion is an emotion I'll work in, you know? Even when I'm down, bad, depressed, I feel like I need to get something out, I'll record. When I'm lit and happy and we get home and you know, from the bar and I'm drunk, I want to spit, I want to freestyle, I want to rap. Sometimes I'll be angry and I want to just shred. Like, I have different emotions of different processes of making music, and it depends on my emotions.
I feel like
at the moment,
I feel like it comes out in your music in an incredible way.
Thank you.
If you could have one track to define you by, one track, like you got to choose one, which one would it be?
Oh shit! I mean, like, I guess like recent me, and like I guess I'm gonna pick this from the fans' perspective, because this is just like how they would what they would want me to say, and this is like the more popular side, because like I wasn't always Mazerot. I was Mozzie with the push start, and I was doing mainly more aggressive rap, drum and bass, heavier stuff. Then I did Purple, and that's the only project I put out as Mazerot, and a lot of people like my rock stuff. I think that's my more present side now. So I'm either gonna say I'll Be Just Fine, or I've been going through a lot of shit.
I love both
those two songs are definitely like raw emotion. Neither of them have cuss words in them, and you feel them.
If I ever go through another breakup, like that shit's gonna be on repeat.
That's what that was from. You know, that whole fucking album is about one single girl. So
yeah, that shit's real.
And you can hear it. But probably those, or you know, I like The Hangover with Darky. I like just my rapping songs. I like.
That's a special one.
You know, I could I could go on for days about what I think would be a good song to describe me, but there's just so many different sides of my music. I'm gonna go with I've been going through a lot of shit. Probably
I feel
that one.
What Deathproof artists do you listen to the most on your playlist that you just personally listen to?
I really like Malice. Malice's music is top tier.
Yeah.
I definitely, for sure, I consider him one of the most talented artists in our collective, hands down. I listen to a lot of Grimm and a lot of Axel.
Yeah,
I'm say
Axel's the
Suffer
truth,
Grimm
bro.
and Axel Bloody Axel are probably the two most listened to people.
Axel's
from
gonna have a
Mazerot,
big future ahead of him.
Those two don't make a single. They don't skip a beat.
Future ahead of him, dude. Axel's the
They're
truth.
definitely the most unique.
And he's right outside too.
Yeah, he's right there,
funny.
being a little idiot. But yeah, they're definitely the most unique sounding, newest sounding rappers in the game right now.
I
for
agree.
sure. There's nothing like a Grimm song or an Axel song. Even when they work together, it's like incredible. I'm glad I'm honored to have music with those two.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on those two. They're definitely heading places. Last two questions. Where do you kind of see yourself going with this music shit, man? Do you do it because it's necessary for you and you love it? Do you do it because you have aspirations of one day getting signed and like performing at Coachella or some shit like that? Like where do you kind of see yourself in 5, 6, 7 years with the whole music journey?
I definitely.
Or you take it day by day. Some artists do that. They're like, I don't know where I'm fucking heading.
The music, just the amount of traveling I've been doing and just like the amount of music I've been pushing out. Just every time I'm home, I record. Every single time I'm home trying to record a video. I'm working constantly so much that I know I'm gonna get bigger as an artist, and this music. I'm never gonna stop making music, but I definitely know that I wanna. I want to do a cooking show with Koa one day. Like, I want to do like a fuck that's delicious type show where I go and try foods. Like, that's really my main goal, is travel the world and eat cuisines. But
that is an awesome
I would love
goal.
to do Coachella. I would love to do all that. And I'm never, ever, ever going to stop making music and putting music out.
Fuck yes.
I might not always be touring and on the road. I'm going to get old one day. But I will never, ever stop making music. For everyone who's been worried about that or think that I'm gonna stop, I will be an old man in my fucking 80s with an acoustic guitar on a rocking chair.
I love that.
I will always be making music and always releasing it. But I definitely will put my focus more towards like once I'm financially stable and I've gone everywhere and everybody's gotten to see me in their city multiple times and I feel not satisfied, but accomplished enough to do something else. Definitely got to take care of my mother, get her out of this crib in North Carolina. Shout out to my mother, by the way. She put me onto everything. She's the reason why I'm here. She's the reason why I'm so fucking strong and I can sleep on a hardwood floor, and put up with so much. And she's the one that made me strong. My mom raised me by herself. I haven't seen my dad since I was 5. Grew up single mother. She's done everything she can to make sure that I can take care of myself. So I'm going to take care of her first and foremost. Yeah. Then I'll take care of myself, the people around me. And then I'm off to Brazil and Jamaica and Tokyo and
forever,
all these countries to try cuisines. Yeah. My life will be about food one day. Mark my words. I will have a food channel, a cooking channel, and I'll be traveling the world trying cuisines. You heard it here.
And dude, this is the last question. I have to ask this to every artist. If hypothetical world, I'm an A&R, I go up to you, I'm like, Mozzie, unlimited budget for any feature of any artist in the world. You got to choose one. Unlimited feature budget.
Like I can choose any artist in the whole world.
Yeah.
Andre 3000.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Fair enough.
Yeah, hands
Simple
down.
And easy and true. Hell yes, dude. Fuck yes, man.
Yep.
International Players Anthem poster, UGK and Outkast. Dude,
Hell
I told you I grew up
Outkast framed right there.
Literally grew up listening to the UGK, Outkast, 3 6 Mafia.
Paul Wall and shit.
Hell yeah. Dude, open mic, interviews done, shout outs, whatever you want to do into the mic. Shout
I hate doing
free
shout outs
the guys.
because I forget people. So I'm gonna shout out just a select few. And like as far as like the Deathproof guys that are in the other room or in LA doing jack shit right now, I don't have to shout you out. You guys know I love you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out my mother. I'm gonna shout out Dirtybutt's mother, Natasha. I love you so much. She's my second mother. She raised me. Shout out Tommy. Shout out Kaylee. Fuck, who else? Shout out Stephen Bay in the other room right there. Shout out you for housing me in your house.
Hell
I mean
yes,
that a lot,
dude.
housing me in your house. For having me in your house. I've been staying in this guy's house on his couch for the past like
It's been a fucking
week.
pleasure,
And,
bro.
Been
it really
very,
has.
feel very hospitalized. Or,
Hospitable.
Hospitable. Yeah. Then who else? I mean, definitely just to top it off, shout out to Miyagi.
Yeah.
For getting me in this bag and like seeing my potential, and shout out Ryan for taking care of me. He's the reason why I'm out here.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
it.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Free all the rappers, free all the fucking guys, bro. Free them out the chain.
Free
gang.
everybody.
Hell
Free
yeah.
everybody that's locked up. I would say free Cody, but he just got out while we were in Texas, so cheers to that. Free all the YSL. That's
Hell
fucked.
yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out Deathproof. Free the guys.